It was right after all the Christmas cheer of 2018. I was enjoying a movie with my wife when I got the call that would change my life. It was from my mom. She'd called to ask us to come over and talk in the next few days about the business, a long-arming quilting business. I was not prepared for what happened when we arrived at her house. We walked in and she dropped a bombshell. She said, "I can't do this anymore. I don't have any money and I owe tens of thousands of dollars in taxes. I want out. What do I need to do?" And that is when the floodgate broke. Tears flowed freely, tears of stress, of frustration, of anger, of fear. And to make a long story short, we talked through what had happened and explored all the options that were available to her. And we decided that the best course of action was not to close the business, but to have me get more involved in the business. But it wasn't all butterflies and rainbows, not even close. My name's Jacob Curtis. I'm a CPA and certified Profit First professional. I co-own Utah Valley Quilting and founded Curtis Accounting Solutions, where we help quilt shops piece together financial freedom by implementing Profit First, taking on the bookkeeping, payroll, and taxes of quilt shops, and providing proven business strategy and coaching. I'd love to hear your thoughts and hear your story, so please leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So for a full year, we did what the experts told us to do. We kept the books updated, we reviewed reports and reconciled the accounts, but we still had not made any real progress to getting out of the hole that we were in. After that first year, my mom asked why we would owe money in taxes if we don't have any money. And that's when it clicked. We needed a cash management system. Within a few weeks, I discovered Profit First and began the implementation process. We went and opened our bank accounts and got the customer payments and everything to be deposited into the income account. And we got the bills coming out of the right accounts. And within 18 months, making less than $200,000, we had paid off over $50,000 of debt and saved $10,000. The business was debt-free for the first time since it began some 5 or 6 years earlier. But it wasn't easy. And we were desperate and sick and tired of our money telling us where it was going instead of us telling it where it was going. But we stayed true to the 4 principles of Profit First. Now, describing these, the easiest way to do that is to use dieting as an example. So the first principle is to use smaller plates. Research shows that when we use smaller plates, we generally eat less because there is less plate area on which to pile on food. When you have a smaller plate, it will start a chain reaction. You're gonna eat smaller portions, which means you're gonna eat fewer calories, which leads to losing weight. The second principle is serve sequentially. If you eat your vegetables first, you'll get better nutrients that will satisfy your hunger. Then, when the less healthy food comes, you will eat less of it because you're already full. Principle number 3 is remove temptation. Remove the junk food from your house. People are always swayed by what's easier and tastier. And the fourth and last principle is enforce rhythm. Waiting till you're hungry to eat is bad because you'll binge. If you eat more regularly and before you're hungry, then you'll consume fewer calories. So how does this apply to your business? Most businesses, when they start, go to the bank and get a checking account and sometimes a savings account, which we don't really use. We get one big plate that has all of our money on it, but when we use smaller plates or multiple accounts and start to spread that money across those accounts, we have less in our operating accounts and will naturally spend less, or at least we'll start to question our purchases more often. By prioritizing our bills or serving sequentially the most important and impactful expenses first, we will have less money available to spend on the non-essential items. Third, we remove our savings for taxes and profits so we're not tempted to spend that money. We want to be like squirrels and start hiding our money from ourselves. And finally, we are creatures of habit. We do not like change. So we use that instinct to our advantage, and in a regular cadence, we squirrel away the money we received into their appropriate accounts. These 4 principles make the foundation of the Profit First cash management system, and is how we were able to turn things around in our shop. It was not complicated, but it was not easy. It took patience and discipline, but it's totally been worth it. We continue to use these same principles to guide our financial decisions today. Jumping into Profit First can be hard, but here are a few first steps for you. 1, trust the process. It has been proven to work, but it is different and change is difficult. By committing now, trust the system and prove it to yourself. Open just one new bank account for your profit, your emergency fund. Make it a checking account. I recommend opening a free account that has no minimum balance requirement. like at Relay Financial. I personally use them and love them. And P.S., they're also the official bank of Profit First. Lastly, transfer 1% of the current money in your bank account to the new profit account you just created. Don't touch it, just let it sit there. 4 secret principles to avoid losing your cash are to use smaller plates, more than one bank account, serve your expenses sequentially, including your emergency fund, remove any temptation to borrow from your future because that really is just stealing, and enforce a rhythm in your business. Sporadic spending and binging is not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for your business. Thank you for watching, and make sure to follow me at Curtis Accounting Solutions on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. Again, click the link below to register. Thanks. Talk to you soon.